introduce us all and lead us all into this beautiful experience, but I just want to say sorry first of all for being late. I fucked my back up last night on stage and I had to go to a sports therapist today to go and get that sorted out, and unfortunately it slightly overran, but I wanted the show to be good for you tonight, so apologies for making it late, but here we are, and thank you for being so kind of waiting. Really appreciate it. Sam, over to you.
Hello everyone. Some very familiar faces, which is lovely, some new ones. So yeah, thank you all for coming. First of all, sorry for the tardiness. As Craig kind of mentioned briefly, first of all, we're going to do a Q&A today, pretty much. It's going to be a completely open format. You can ask whatever you want, like everything's fine. No question is not alright.
Stop saying
So yeah, like it's a safe space. Just open up the floor, answer some questions if you've got anything.
Hello. Yes, Mona.
Hi.
Hi.
It's nice to see all my friends are back on the set list. I saw your parents in London. Did you ever talk to them about the lyrics? I am a mom and I can't even imagine how it felt like to hear my son singing about killing himself.
It's not the worst thing they've ever had to hear me say, let me tell you that much. No, I mean, I've lived a fairly, in the last like 5 years, I've lived a very like open and honest relationship with my mum, and actually maybe even longer, like 7 years really. I've had a very like open and honest relationship with my parents, and they've seen me at my best, they've seen me at my worst, they've been there, they've supported me, and so they understand, you know, they definitely understand that it's a process, and them being both involved in the music industry as well, they very much understand what the artistic process is about and what we're about, and they know me and they know what I'm doing and they know what I'm about. So I don't think at any point, I mean, Mum was definitely like, with the first album, she was very much a bit like, oh, no thanks. Whereas with this one, she seems to be a bit more like kind of receptive to it and a bit more kind of into it. So they're not, I don't think they're ashamed of me in any way, shape or form.
No, not ashamed, just very worried.
Oh yeah, they should be worried though. We should all be worried. No, I don't think they are. I mean, you know, like I said, you know, the journey that I've gone on in my life in the last however many years, you know, they've been there and they understand, and I'm in a much better place now than I was 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. So they're very supportive with that, and they don't mind. Yeah, well, 4 years, well, you know, like it's a process. So yeah, no, they're really supportive and they understand. They get it for sure. I think.
It's great to see your face back.
I don't know what that means, what my amazing guitar playing. It can be difficult for some to understand. No, yeah, I think so. Like, they've always kind of supported me in music. Sometimes rather reluctantly, I think, coming from music themselves and knowing that it can be, you know, incredibly tough and incredibly rewarding at times. But you know, I think my mum did somewhat try to kind of shelter me from that, just because it can be really ruthless at times. But yeah, they are supportive. Yes.
What's the kind of like, because you travel a lot and speak to a lot of people, I know you've done press and films and stuff, is there a particular question that to anyone you can think of that was maybe a bit unusual or unique or anything like that? I've never been asked that before.
Milk the cow. Someone's asked us that before, and that was always the answer. Yeah, we were in America, and somebody else said milk the cow.
The answer is yes.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And Jimmy had the answer of
Oh,
answers.
God, that's not that
What was Jimmy's answer?
No, what do I say?
Not for me. Not that I really, not that it sticks out in my memory. I mean, there's one experience that I had with the journalist where I was just so fucking angry with what they were asking me. I was like, "What's your fucking motive here? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And that is pretty much the only experience I can remember being like so incensed or uncomfortable by somebody's like sort of continual probing of self that I was just like.
Do you find it difficult if you get an angry in an interview to kind of, do you feel like you have to answer the questions, or could you be like, no, I don't want to answer that?
I'm always like, if I don't want to answer it, I don't want to answer it. I mean, I try to live a very open and honest life. I mean, I think if for me, what annoys me is if somebody's come in there with a preconceived idea of who I am and has an agenda with what they want to achieve with their piece, and therefore is probing me for answers that help them solidify their, idea that they have confirmation bias. I'm just like, get to fuck, man. Like, sorry, but yeah, I'm annoyed now talking about it. But it's I do tend to sort of be quite open about it and open. I mean, I think obviously, like when it comes to personal life and stuff like that, there'll always be there'll always be a point where I go, that's a bit much. I don't want to answer that, but trying to be as sort of receptive and open and honest as possible. You're welcome, of course. Yes, hello.
Hello, hi. What's your best memories of this year?
Best memories of this year. Reading in Leeds for me.
Reading in Leeds,
obviously. Leeds was a particularly massive memory. Roland, myself, and Craig were in Los Angeles when the song Give Yourself a Try came out by the 1975, and we were in this beautiful house up in Los Angeles, and the song came out, and we were all dancing around the house when the track came out, and the three of us were at Leeds Festival because we drove up to Leeds to go and catch the show immediately after Reading, and the three of us were there, and just he was having the best time, he was having the best time, I was having the best time. It was that was a really beautiful moment. It was just such a nice experience to do. First show of the European run as well in Hamburg. Yeah, Hamburg was pretty cool too. Just playing those songs for the first time was pretty special. That was pretty cool. Just giving that to the world. It's always a scary experience for me. Those are probably my two favourite memories at the moment.
Yeah, mine's got to be Reading Leeds. Kind of growing up, watching that. I mean, Roland is probably going to be able to speak better on this because we both share it. But growing up, watching that festival on TV, I mean, it's broadcasted all over the place here, and it's and it's a big. Even when I was at school, it was that was the festival you went to. You did your GCSEs, bam, straight to Reading and Leeds. So that was a big moment for me, really special. I mean, it was there was a lot that went into it, and it wasn't taken lightly by any means by anyone. I think we all kind of had to prepare for it a lot mentally and kind of get ourselves into that space. But it, it was special. It was something else.
Yeah, apart from Reading, kids. When we were living in LA, at the start of the year recording, we were kind of going bowling, time off. We were in the studio pretty much 5 or sometimes 6 days a week, between 12 and 16 hours non-stop. And then we'd have the weekends free, and we'd be so exhausted. We bound together and we went to the beach, and it was just nice to step out. And it was so surreal being over the other side of the world, working on something, trying to be creative, and then coming out and getting time to spend with it. So I really enjoyed that.
Being in the studio, definitely. We recorded one of the world's most iconic studios in Los Angeles, and just being in there working and having that experience of being in such an incredible room was a special moment.
I think for me, the weirdest one was running Leeds, but the most fun I think was when we went to Las Vegas together. A lot of us had never been before, and it was the first time we all went together. So, although we were missing Jimmy, first time. No, exactly. Yeah. That was very fun. We went for, I think it was just one night. Yeah, just one night. But yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Jamie, you want the chew gum?
I love chewing gum. Thank you so much.
That's a taste of yours.
That's really nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Even optimistically, what anything good. Are there any bands that you look to how they could headline a tour with or even support on the tour?
So many. God, the list is huge. I mean, one that's been kicking about, and especially so recently, is My Chemical Romance. They announced that tour. I'm oh God, my like teenage self is just like, and even now I'm just still like, fuck, that would be monstrous for me. I'd be a mess the whole tour. It's like kind of just be shaking. It's just, oh, right. But yeah, that would be a big one for me.
Like Foo Fighters, Green Day, like if I could tour any band dead, it would be Nirvana. I guess just goes so that's like the Offspring I've got listening to. So many.
I love bands like Rancid and Green Day. Those guys inspire me a lot. You know, as a teenager. So I guess to see them live every night would be great.
Yeah, Biffy. I mean, Foods. Mike Hem, Blink. Yeah, man. Nickelback.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No. Did you ever saw them live?
I've never seen them
That
live.
sucks
Is it
live.
bad? Is it bad?
It's really bad.
I'm only joking about Nickelback.
Okay, great. Good to know.
Yeah. Who else? Yeah. 21 Pilots, Post Malone. Anyone who played Reading and Leeds, basically.
Probably just, yeah, Mike Hem and Foods would be quite cool.
Yeah, so we'd really, yeah, 100%. I'll be there, yeah. Thank you.
What are your favourite songs right now?
Oh, just out in the ether, any songs. I like M5 by a band called Sports Team, Fishing, they have a song as well. You've seen them?
Yeah, I did that.
Did you like them?
Yeah, I thought they were quite, because I didn't know who they were, they were quite good. Like, they was quite surprising in a good way.
Yeah.
But it was the first time I've seen it.
I had a good time. Like, yeah, the show looks like a really good
I got it
time.
for free, so.
Oh, sick! Yeah, always a vibe. Always the right thing to do. Yeah, I like a lot of what those guys are doing. Counterfeit have got some really good songs. Well, it's heavily on my rotation. Craig's been touring with an artist called, what's her name, Craig? Got her name? Catherine McGrath, who's an young Irish country singer-songwriter, and she's got a couple of really good songs that I really like. A song called Wild, which is really good. Yeah, I'm kind of sticking that in rotation at the moment as well. Another great country song is a song called, now the lyrics, and it's not beautiful, but like it's cool. It's a song called God's Country by an artist called Blake Shelton, and it's just like kind of reminds me of God's Gonna Cut You Down, kind of Johnny Cash vibes on it, and it's got this kind of chain gang feel to it, which I kind of dig. That's on my rotation at the moment.
My the album I'm listening to at the moment is a band called Cattle Peacat, and they're a really heavy metal band, but they've somehow created like a new fresh sound. They've put like this black metal vibe into groovy death metal, and they put them together and it's made something new. It's really fucking cool. Yeah. How's that?
What was that song?
Cattle Decapitation. They're really cool.
I've just recently discovered an album that I completely slept on that came out last year by a guy called John Hopkins, who's I think he's a genius. It's like instrumental and kind of soundtrack and stuff. But I love it. I've like listened to him for years and years and years and years. And I listened to it twice in a row, like coming here this morning, just from back to back. I love it. It just completely sends me somewhere else. Yeah, lovely that.
I mean, controversially, it's the new Kanye record, which is interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. But like that's a little bit of my first one. So I've been listening to like indie pop, like band called Men I Trust, which is a new record. Like really good. American like indie folks, called Phoebe Bridges, who's actually really cool. And like I just like I went to see Cigarettes After Sex like 2 weeks ago in Manchester. Actually, they're kind of like really ambient, soft, really nice. It's all like soft music, play heavy music. And who I've been listening to the most is like a Mexican songwriter called Omar Apollo. He's like 22 years old and like writes everything, says everything. And he's like kind of like
we went to see Straight from the Path last week, which was they kind of they've got a little bit of Rage Against the Machine influence, so I love that side of it. I got to DJ in a band today, strictly Manchester bands, which was really fun. So we did Happy Mondays, all the classics, Happy Mondays, Joy Division, Oasis, Charlatans, who else? Simply Red. Love a bit of Simply Red.
Thank you.
How far down is
Antwerp.
Yeah, Antwerp.
Antwerp. Did we play those? Did we just do Antwerp? Yeah. Oh, you were there? Okay.
2015. Same, I was outside.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm on it. I was thinking about that.
No, I'm not.
Because you were like, I'm going to be in London. I was like, I was living there.
I've been to Brussels.
It's really far down.
Forgotten already. So it's pretty high up there, Antwerp. Yeah, having just done it. We definitely, we know Antwerp. Yeah, we're back there.
Probably just be at Brussels next time.
No, Antwerp was sick. I think if I can remember correctly.
It was really small.
Crazy man. It's good food after the show. I've never been actually. No, I think we've got.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, to the classic
Went to the restaurant,
Welsh
like, you do clam, and I was like, no, we're a proper restaurant. I was like, it's like proper, it's like clam. It's like, yeah. We started saying, like, we don't do it, and they did it. Would go back.
I want to know what you each want Father Christmas. I know her is Santa to bring you for Christmas, and I mean like personally, not like promotions or
Hello, it's really nice to see you. I say it's really lovely to see you.
I brought you the thing that you've been asking for before Father Christmas gets in.
What is it? Oh, it's
oxygen.
It's oxygen. I see what you've done there. Yeah, there's been a severe lack of that recently. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is it a salt shaker? No.
It matches the rest of the plastic.
Oh, thank you, darling. I really appreciate that. No, it's not like a child. Thank you, lovely. Anyway, sorry, Jimmy. What do you want for Christmas?
I have not had a computer console game system since I was a I love a PlayStation with FIFA, Tiger Woods 10, Tiger Woods 10, and
Don't dare me.
You're pretty comprehensive.
That's it now. We'll get through the Grand Theft Auto.
Wait for the new one. For the 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what was coming out. I'll wait for that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to do.
Want your mustache back?
Yeah,
No, he won't. No.
We'll see. I haven't thought about Christmas really. I'm kind of content with everything I've got.
Well, now's the moment.
I'm quite a minimalist. Like, I've just got some new headphones, so I'm kind of stoked.
Santa's listening.
Yeah, maybe a new shirt.
I got a great wish for Christmas. A ticket for the Comic Con London.
Gouge equipment. Like, I'm holding. I'm gouge. Yeah, like gouge it. Like, I'm holding equipment. I'm trying to like hold as much musical equipment as I can.
Did you say something nasty? Something dirty? No.
No, I thought you said gouge as in weed, like marijuana.
Yeah, it's a good wish.
Actually, it is all over the place.
Some of mine.
I've got bits of Rhodes, bits of Tristan, bits of Berlin, like half speakers that are between the UK and Germany. So yeah, just like trying to collect as much as I can, and yeah, just really bury myself in wires and cables for Christmas. That's my plan. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been sat here thinking what I could possibly want, and there's been a couple of funny answers that have come up that are really personal, so I'm maybe not going to share those. But I'm saying that now. That's
You say it's an open space,
Yeah,
you can ask
well, there
everything,
you go,
so
yeah.
you have to share your personal
Okay, I'll
stuff.
tell you. I need some new pants. I need new underpants. Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. What am I doing? So I went for this massage today, right? And and the pants, and we stayed in a roadside motel thing last night, and I pulled these pants out of my bag, not looking, and for some reason I haven't thrown them away, but there's no crotch to these pants, you know, like literally from like basically balls to butthole, there's nothing there. And I'm getting this massage and I'm thinking, am I wearing the pants that have no hole in them? And then I check as I've left and I'm wearing the pants that have got a fucking hole in them. The poor bastard would have seen everything. So I really need some new underpants. If Santa's listening.
I need a new job.
No, there was no.
I need to be able to travel in time.
He wouldn't look me in the eye though after the massage, and I was like, oh fuck, I know what's happened here. This is baggy. So, just in terms of practicality, I need more underpants. Yeah, it's been a rough year for pants for me.
Can you follow that?
Well, mine's quite long. I can't follow that. But I'd love stuff like I'd love a poker set. Love a throw for my new sofa.
It's like me.
Yeah. I need what else? Yeah, a few things. Yeah, probably it for now. But yeah.
You're going to ski for Christmas?
I'm not this year actually. I'm not this year because my brother is just about to have his second baby, so everyone, most of the family has been staying around together. So yeah.
I'd say everybody has it.
Thank you.
You got time for one more question, guys?
Any more for any more? Yes. Hungry. Wow.
Where?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, we'd love to. We'd love to. Yeah, we obviously. Did you come to the show that we played there with Billy Talent? We did really fast part. That was really fun, and we had a really good time there. We would love to come back. There was an opportunity for us. We were trying to go back and we tried really hard to get on the Marilyn Manson support when he played there. I think it was last year, but that didn't work out. So we'd love to come back. We had a really good time last time we were there. It was beautiful, and because I'd never been there before, and obviously there's the two sides to the city, you know, Budapest, and I stayed in like the old town over here, and this like really cute little boutique little thing. So yeah, I'd love to go back merely for the experience. Obviously the show is very important as well, but you know, I do like that city. So yeah, we'll be back at some point. Alrighty, are we done, Craig? So thank you very much. Craig's gonna do some photographs of us now, all together in various different lineups. Please respect the fact that I have no crotch on my underpants. It's been a very, very big pleasure to be here today. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.